My name's Alan. The reason why I choose recovery is because I didn't want to die. My clean date is 6/12/23. I battled with addiction for 19 years. You know, I finally got to the point where I was tired of being homeless, right? Tired of, you know, staying in a tent, right? Staying somewhere where I chose to be because I didn't want to be with my family because I wanted to use drugs. I finally got to a point after going to 5 different rehabs, you know, 8 different detoxes where I was ready to do something different with my life. I work in the recovery field now too, so I'm able to, you know, spread that same message to the, you know, what was given to me. My reason now has changed, right? Like I made my way back to my family, right? I made my way back to my 3 kids. You know, it was tough, right? It was tough getting to that point because, you know, my 3 kids, right? Like they meant a lot to me, but when I was in active addiction, they didn't mean anything, you know? And now they're able to see me be a better person, right? So that's my reason today.
Hi, my name is Robert. My clean date is August 1st, 2014. I just celebrated 11 years clean. My reason why today is because for years I was a knockdown drunk. I drank rubbing alcohol. I did anything I could to support my addiction. And the life that I live today is beautiful compared to the life I lived before. I choose to continue to living clean and spreading the message to other individuals.
My name is Pat. My reason why I got in recovery and why I got sober is because 1, I didn't want to die, and 2, I was just tired of living the lifestyle. I battled with my addiction for 22 years. My clean date's July 8th, 2021, and I've overdosed, I've been locked up, I've been in multiple different treatment facilities, and the biggest thing for me is like I just don't want to die, and I want to go from existing from when I was in my addiction to living in my recovery. Life's short. I've been able to get my family back. I had to wait 5 years to get my license back, and I have had to go through a lot of hurdles, but working through my recovery has been able to give me these certain gifts, per se. I've also battled with mental health as well, and it's a fight every day. I carry 2 things in 2 hands, my addiction, and I also carry my mental health, but recovery has given me everything. Without my recovery, I am nothing.
The reason why I chose recovery was it was really important for me to learn how to not go back and forth to prison. And one of the things I learned that the primary reason to going back and forth to prison was my substance abuse. And when I gave that a break and I arrested that, going back and forth to prison was not an option for me no more. I haven't returned. I've been out since 2004, and I've been in recovery for over 21 years. I celebrate 21 years this Friday. I'm an employee at the Recovery Hub in Georgetown, where we serve the recovery community and the people that's in transitional houses. I think being in recovery is really important when you get tired of living the way you used to live and want to give yourself a break. So choosing recovery was the best decision I ever made in my life.
So my reason why for Soberfest is to support those that have put a lot of hard work into their recovery. Addiction is not just a face or a name, it is a person.
So my reason why I sit on the board of Attack Addiction is I have 2 sons who are in long-term recovery, and I realize that I'm one of the lucky ones because they're still here. And as we celebrate tonight, my reason why is to bring fellowship to people who have lost loved ones and are struggling in grief across many different avenues, and bringing them so that they don't feel alone and isolated. There's not a lot of people who talk about addiction, so the more I can talk about it, the more that I can bring folks together to talk about it, it inspires me and hopefully makes a difference in folks' lives.
My reason why I'm in recovery and I want to give back is because I had 1,000 chances and I never took them. And I'm sorry. And somebody gave me that 1,001 chance, and I took it. And I'm standing here today because of that. People came and tried to help me, and I refused to help, but I finally took it, and I want to say thank you to everybody that did try to help me, and I want to be that person for somebody else that goes out there and tries to make them come into recovery and have what I have now, the blessings that I have now. And I also want to, I want my family, especially my granddaughter, to look at me and say, that's my Nani right there. I want her to be proud of me, and I'm sorry, I'm upset, but you know, I want to live the rest of my life with integrity, with purpose, and to give everybody else a chance for that.
And my why is my son Vincent. 8 years ago, he called me. We were laughing. He said, "Mom, I'll call you tomorrow. I love you." And our tomorrow never came. So I founded our nonprofit, and I come to events like this. I always say that Jeannie Keister, the co-founder of Attack Addiction, paved the way for every mom out there to have the courage to start a nonprofit, to tell their story, to stand up in front of everybody and let people understand that your child, your dead addict, it's not a moral failing on their part, and it was not a parenting issue on your part. So I am grateful to be able to come to events like this for Attack Addiction, to be able to give back to Jeannie.
Hi, my name is Lacey. I got clean when I was 21 years old because something in me just told me that I deserved better than a life of dereliction and degradation. Now I help people in a lot of ways through just service work and recovery, and also through my business, Find the Grace Within, where I do Reiki and holistic services, yoga, all kinds of things like that. And I help people find the grace, the light that is shining within them. And that is my very utmost passion in life, and what has saved my life from both my addiction and mental illness and trauma.
Yes, my name is Jared, and my reason for getting clean was so I could have a better life, so I could be part of my children's lives. When I was in active addiction, I did not care about my life or my family's life. I didn't care the quality of it. Since I have been sober, I am a productive member of society. I give back. I do a lot of community service for Oxford House, for different addiction services, and I just enjoy helping the next person stay sober, because the reason I am sober is because there are people that reached out and got me to stay clean and kept me on the straight path, and I just want to do everything I can to keep the next person from dying.
My reason for supporting this wonderful event is because, but for the grace of God, I could have been one of those bags over there. However, God saw fit to put me in recovery so that I can start and continue on my life of recovery. By the way, I'm Terry H., and recovery does matter. You matter. You matter.
My name is Terrence McCrae, and I'm out here to the Candlewood Visual tonight here at the Circle in Georgetown in honor of my brother-in-law, Michael. We lost him a few months ago due to an overdose, and I just think it's really important for people to understand how serious addiction is. And if you have someone that's going through addiction in your family, you know, a relative, a close friend, whoever they may be, just try to stick by their side and just do your best to try to support them. And just remember, God comes first. God is always with us. And I just want to bless all of the families that are here tonight for this visual to support their lost ones. God bless everyone.
My reason for coming to this event is to support my brother that I lost a few months ago. He deserves to be remembered, and in support of my own recovery, I just celebrated a year. I just pray that you guys find it in yourself to be able to start the journey. It doesn't stop here.